What's up guys, my name's Hamza Rashid. I'm a first year Imperial College medical student and I've created this channel to help you guys who are trying to apply in the next couple of years. I'm going to be giving you advice on personal statement, UCAS, BMAT, work experience, interview stuff and so much more. So make sure to stay tuned for all the future videos. Today I'm going to be going over the fourth part of my personal statement series. If you haven't viewed the other three videos, then I'm going to put the link in the description below, so make sure to go and check that out if you haven't done so. And I'm also going to link my personal statement in the description below as well, so make sure to go and check that out so you can follow along while I'm going through the personal statement. So in this next paragraph, I describe how I shadowed a junior doctor who was dealing with heavy workloads, and I saw how he organized and prioritized tasks while holding multiple pages covering wards, outpatients and theatres. So essentially here I'm mentioning my work experience with the junior doctor, shadowing him on his ward round. Now I've included this because I wanted the admissions team and the interviewers to know that I know a bit about what life is like when I come out of medical school. Of course I'm not going to know everything, but I've got the general idea, the gist of some of the things that junior doctors have to do straight after medical school. And another point to mention is that if you do include junior doctors within your personal statement, make sure to read up a bit about them and about the junior doctor crisis that's been going on for the past couple of years, because they are highly likely to ask you about this in your interview. And you don't want to be in the position where you don't know anything about them, but you've included them. So make sure to read up a bit about them beforehand. Now, what I've done here in the next sentence is essentially I've described how I've personally developed some of the skills that junior doctors and medical students need, because of the fact that I've highlighted some of the skills that they need generally, then also some of the skills that I've developed, because it makes me stand out from the crowd and it gives me the opportunity to showcase my capabilities. Now, it's important to include the skills even if you don't think they have anything to do with medicine. So in this circumstance, I've actually gone and I've helped out at a local tuition center. Now, I've gained some of the skills from this, but you may think that's got nothing to do with medicine. However, these are something that you call transferable skills. These are skills that you can actually pick out from other areas and apply them to medicine. So even if you don't think they have anything to do with medicine, make sure to put them in. But if you do put them in, make sure to also relate them back to medicine. So in this circumstance, I've described some of these skills and I've mentioned how junior doctors have to use very similar skills as well. Now, in this next paragraph, I go on to describe some of my knowledge about the areas of medicine in terms of the cons. I've talked about the pros, but what will make me stand out from other people is describing some of the cons. Now, I go on to say that along with other challenges, I understand that doctors have to deal with death and breaking bad news. I appreciate the need to have strategies to preserve health and well-being. So here you can see in this sentence, I've described some of the cons, some of the disadvantages of medicine, the fact that doctors sometimes have to deal with breaking bad news and have to deal with a lot of death, and this can have an emotional toll on the mental health of doctors. So doctors need to know how to cope with these problems, and they need to have strategies in place. So here I've described some of the disadvantages, but then I also go on to describe how I've come across some of these problems in my own personal life, and in this particular circumstance, how I dealt with it. I sought help from teachers, had open communication with parents and families, and I also did things on the side to relieve my stress. And it's important to show the medical interviewers and the admissions team this, because it's important to display to them that you understand that medicine isn't always happy. It comes with its negatives, but you need to also show your awareness of some of the tactics you can put into place to overcome these issues. It also shows the medical admissions team that I know how to deal with stress effectively, and I know how to seek help, and I understand the importance of seeking help when necessary. Now guys, this is the part that everybody has been waiting for, and that is the conclusion. Now many people seem to think that the conclusion has to be a whole essay, it has to be fancy, but no, my conclusion was just 2 sentences long, and essentially what it did was it brought together everything nicely into a couple of sentences. So what I said in my personal statement conclusion was that a medical career is without doubt physically and mentally demanding, involving antisocial working hours. Given an opportunity, I believe that I have the passion, curiosity and resilience to excel in this career. So essentially in my conclusion, I'm just reinforcing all the previous skills that I mentioned, reinforcing the fact that medicine has its pros, it has its cons, and I believe that I have the suitable skills and the capabilities to deal with the negatives and almost make them into positives. You need to definitely keep in mind that in your conclusion you shouldn't be introducing anything new. It should just be nicely summing everything up, because many times the admissions team will have your personal statement. They may only read half, maybe 3/4 of a personal statement. Many of the times they don't even get to the conclusion. So it's important not to include anything important, anything new in the conclusion. It should just bring everything together nicely and sum everything up. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video and reaching the end. Please subscribe, it would really help my channel out. I'm going to be creating new content regularly on all the parts of the medical application process. So make sure that you subscribe so you can keep up to date with all the new content. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments below and I'll be sure to reply as quick as I can. And I'll also put my email in the link in the description below. So make sure to email me any questions you have and I'll answer them as quick as I can. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you guys next time.